Well guys, we're in the town of Holbrook and I'm excited to be showing you around Holbrook, and we're going to learn a little bit about the history of Holbrook, check out the local museums, and we'll check out the bushwalk and have a great lunch at a pub. Have a great time exploring Holbrook in this episode, so stay tuned to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get started on this great visit to Holbrook. For joining Kevin the caravan, Dougie the dog and myself as we travel around Australia. We love sharing our travel adventures, the great silo art, the great pub meals and the great free camping and much more. Guys, so we're just walking across to the signs and I'm going to turn this around so you guys can get a better view of that great big submarine. I'm sure lots of you have been to Holbrook, seen a submarine, but there's so much more to Holbrook. Town was renamed after this Admiral Norman Holbrook, BC. But the story of the Admiral's life in the First World War and what he did is actually in the Submarine Museum. They've got a hologram, and I've seen it before, but I am going to take you guys in a little while and show it to you because it is just brilliant. So back in Germantown, Councillor John Ross suggested that Holbrook be a fitting name for the town, and it was agreed that they were going to change the name. Well, it had a positive reason for changing its name. We're going to head down and check out this Woolpackers Museum in a little while. Got some really interesting stuff there by the looks of it. Because the Holbrook submarine is very complex, I'm not going to bother climbing up on it, guys, and doing other bits and pieces. So we're going to be checking it out. Oh my God! There is literally a kangaroo hopping up the road. It came out of the submarine. Dougie's getting very excited about it. It's not something I expect to see. Oh, he's going coming back. I'll go walk across here, guys, so we can get a closer view. So guys, right behind where the big submarine is and the visitor centre, there's actually a dog park. Heading into the dog park with Dougie. So for the people like us that are travelling with dogs, this is a fantastic dog park. There's actually two separate heads just behind the area at the back of the cafe, and there's seats, tables, and it's a great spot. Well, we're heading in, guys. I can get another stamp for my passport here. So entry cost to the museum is $10, guys, unless you've got a seniors card, and it's $5 for adults. But we're going to check it all out. So this is the torpedo tube, which is pretty cool. Have the submarine, and we're going to head in and check out the submarine control room. My rooms. This is super cool, guys. Please do not judge the controls. When you think all of this is keeping you alive under the ocean, you know, during the Second World War. My goodness. This is very cool. Well, this is something that really surprised me. So these are the bunk beds that the guys slept in, and they've literally got seatbelts to stop them rolling out in the ocean, which is certainly something you don't really think about, but it does actually make sense. And then this is capable of long ocean transits
and sustained independent operations was required.
Well guys, you know the drill. I'm not going to show you the whole of the museum. You know, you need to get out and check it out yourself. But there's lots of little different rooms you walk through. Just follow the trail and find your way through here. And we're going to head off and check out some more of this without the camera. We have a stamp. And we have a map for where we're going to, guys. Because we're heading to number 16, which for a great pub meal. At the Riverina Hotel, and I'm looking forward to a steak sandwich. See, there's egg and beetroot. This is a huge steak sandwich. It really is. I'm looking forward to the steak sandwich. So guys, I wanted to give you an update as we head back to the caravan. So we were only stopping in Holbrook for lunch and checking out things. Now, the hotel, there used to be, and I've seen on YouTube videos, a free camp with the pub stay, but unfortunately when I was talking to the lady inside, they're not allowed to do that anymore. So just be aware, as of 2026, they don't do a pub stay here at the commercial hotel in Holbrook. Check out the church, guys. It's so nice, and it's really interesting because it's actually got a clock on it. I thought that was really cool. It's got a clock on it, but you've got that big church there, and then this really, really old one right beside it. But it looks like the old one now is actually a craft shop, probably local crafts, but still really nice. Well, while I enjoyed our walk up the street, I discovered that we were walking in the wrong direction. So now we're heading down this way to find the woolpackers in museum. Oh, look, that everything's sold here. That's a very broad options in the shop. Everything's sold here. Oh well, looks like it's closed. Around here so I can take some try not. Oh my goodness, the old Beck's powders, Billy tea, Falcon salmon, Ho of Sydney, Holbrook Bank. Definitely not a bank anymore, but still a beautiful old building here. Built in 1873 and still in operation. You can tell it was built before Federation because it's got the lion and the unicorn British plaque on there. Across the road here to check out the woolpackers in museum, and we'll show you guys around inside the museum if we're allowed to. The flood level in 2010 was right up there on the steps of the museum. Wow. We're going up the stairs, are we? Oh, we're going up the stairs, are we, Dougie? Okay. Wait for me, Dougie. Wait for me. Tearing up the seat. He's desperate to get over close. We're in the woolpackers in museum in Holbrook, and when you come and check this out, you want to allow a lot of time because there's loads and loads of rooms, lots and lots of different stuff to see on multiple floors, as you saw when Dougie was pulling me up the stairs. But you need to give yourself plenty of time to really enjoy this area of Holbrook. And we're going to continue looking around. The old-fashioned fancy baths of the day. You know, in reality, camping, I wouldn't mind having one of those if it folded up and I could take it with me. But a nice treat to have a bath on the road. Yes, I know. How am I going to fill it up with water? That is a challenge to be considered. Kids' room. Lots of kids' toys in here. Lots of really interesting stuff from I actually remember having one of these and using it. I also remember having one of these typewriters. They're really handy because they were portable, and you could put them back in their case. There was no, there was a lot of whiteout being used back in those days. Oh, this is very funny, guys. Well, I can say what a scene is worth. It's very cool. I'm not sure if this is going to come out in the video, but I know that I'm definitely always looking for what I came here after. Morgan. So here we are in the main dining room. That was what was the Woolpackers Inn, and you would have heaps and heaps of guests staying here and eating at these tables back in the day. All the old tools out the back. How cool is this? We've got a little village. We've got the schoolhouse, the bakery, ticket office from the railway, I think, looking at it. Could be wrong. Not sure. Let me know in the comments below if you know what this building is. Well guys, that's interesting. A rabbiter's wagon. Back in the days when they were hunting rabbits like mad. This was his accommodation when the rabbit industry was booming. Let's stick in here. And so the rabbiter would live in there and catch as many rabbits as he could for skins, meat. And down, check out the machinery. Sunshine brand, strippers, harvesters. Some old. Well, that's different. Wooden wheels on an axle. That is very different. Well guys, as usual, I'm not going to show you the whole of this museum in Holbrook. You guys need to get out and check it out yourself. But there's some great and amazing stuff to see here. And we're going to continue to explore without showing you. Now, so this is the entrance across the creek directly behind this sign. Okay, so let's have a look at the instructions. So this makes a lot more sense. So if you can see way over there in the distance, that's the entrance point. So that's how we get in to check out the hiking trail. So we're going to go. Well, as we're heading across the bridge to the start of the hike, I thought I'd just tell you a little bit about Mad Dog Morgan, the bushranger. Now, they've made a movie about it if you guys want to go and watch the movie, but not far out of town, there's a place called Roundhouse Station, and that's where all of the murders and stuff took place. And then later on, he actually shot a police officer up in Tumbarumba, and they had a warrant on his head or award for £1,000, and he was taken out by a local farmer. Well, the story was really interesting about Mad Dog Morgan, and I might do a video where we follow the trail and stay in some free camping as we follow where Mad Dog Morgan travelled. The start of the bushwalk. Dogs must be on a leash at all times. Children must be kept under control. No fires, no camping, etc. So here we go through the gate to check it out. Here we go. Alright guys, so we're basically here at the start. This is the main street, Aubrey Street, but we came around from Young Street and just around the corner into here. Guys, Dougie and I are having a nice walk along this track. It's really good actually because it's nice and wide. But Dougie's found a nice spot. There's a little creek here. And we're going to head around here. So the track splits off in multiple directions, guys. So there's Dougie down there. He's on the sniff. The long route goes around here, and the short route goes up here, and then there's multiple exit gates. So we're going to take the short route for today because it's starting to look like it's going to rain. So I want to get back to the caravan before it does. And by then, I'm hoping the flat tyre that Kevin got will be fixed. So while this is a shorter trail, this is a nice one because it runs right the way along the edge of the creek here, which is 10 Mile Creek. And I learnt, I don't know whether I told you guys in earlier episodes, that I learnt that the difference between a creek and a river is that a river continually flows, whereas a creek can actually dry up in the summer months and the hot months, so it's not a permanently flowing, even though they can be just as wide. And I thought that was interesting. I wanted to talk about some of the things I found interesting in the museum that I think I'm going to do some more stuff about. So, you know, I like bush rangers and pioneer history, as well as lots of art and free camp, etc. But one of the things I wanted to learn more about was Dan Morgan. I'll tell you more about that in a later video. But let me know what you think of Holbrook in the comments below. Okay guys, so interesting thing was that we came out at the back of the Woolpackers Inn Museum, and that's where I thought I was supposed to come in, but I couldn't figure out how. But it turns out you literally go right the way back around here and past the museum, and that's how you get out. But we're going to nip across that bridge there, which is a walking bridge for people, even though it looks a railway bridge, and that will take us back to where we started over there. I really don't get this weather today, guys. It goes hot, then it's cold, then it looks like it's going to rain, and now look at it. As we're heading back up to the caravan, it looks like it's quite pleasant. It's got some nice stuff in there. It is open. I don't think so. We're going to continue up the street. Monty and Moo. Holbrook's Pet Day Out. there we are. Something to plan for in July. So guys, we came from here, which I showed you, and we've come up along here, along this road, and up to Holbrook. Let me know in the comments below if you get here and this place is open, because I'll be back for a wood-fired pizza. Guys, I'm going to nip across the road now and grab some afternoon tea from the bakery. Let's check this out from the bakery. How good does that look? So that is a cheesecake tart from the Holbrook bakery. Well guys, I hope you've enjoyed sightseeing around Holbrook, and we'll catch you in the next episode. I have some amazing videos for you guys to see. Just check out this one up here and then this one over here. There are great videos about all of Dougie and my travels around New South Wales, Victoria, and if you want to see more, check out the channel for some stuff around South Australia. And we'll catch you in our next episode, wherever Dougie the dog, Kevin the caravan, and I travel. And to all my subscribers, thank you for watching.